folks, welcome and hello to another episode of Honda Street Garage. Today we're going to be working on Project EK Civic, which is my car, obviously. We're going to be changing up the look a little bit. Today we're going to be changing the headlights. If you can tell what they are, they're smoked headlights, and honestly, I'm just not that crazy about them. Just ready for something different. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to remove the grille and we got to remove the front bumper to remove the headlights. So first we have to remove these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plastic screws to get the grill out. Okay, once you get the screws out about this far, you can actually just pull the whole little plastic plug out, and our grill removes. Ta-da! Then we have one here for the bumper on each side, and one here. Pull that one out. Pull that one out. There's actually two 10mm bolts, one on this side and one on that side, to remove the bumper on the bottom, but I've already removed those. So the only thing left to do is there is a screw here that faces up. The bumper pops off. There's a screw up in here that faces up. Okay, we got this screw out. Pop the bumper out. The bumper is ready to remove. Now we're going to set the bumper off to the side. Now we have access to the front end so we can get to the headlights. The headlights are held in by 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts. Usually you need to remove these, which actually holds the bumper in place, to get the headlight out. Now on camera these headlights don't look that dark, but in person they are pretty dark. The thing to remember with these bolts is that they are alignment screws. So if your headlights don't exactly fit, you know, you have to use these screws to adjust it to get it just right. We'll start with this one here on the inside. Now this one right here you don't have to take out. You just have to loosen it so it can slide in and out. And this one attaches to the fender. Now that all the bolts for the headlight has been removed, we have to remove these two 10mm bolts that basically keep the bumper into position, because with it in the way, you can't really get the headlight out. Okay, so we're going to pull this piece out, set it to the side. Now we need to pull out the corner light. So, corner light, unplug the headlight bulb. We set headlight number 1 down. Now we have to do the same on this side. Okay, now that we've got the bolts removed, we're going to pull this piece off, pull the headlight out a little bit. Plug that. Get this out of the little hook. The headlight bulb, you just squeeze on the sides and it comes unplugged. We're going to set that one down. Now let's go get our new headlights, see what they look like. Unboxing. So here's a new headlight. First, doesn't look much different. If we set it next to the other one, there's our new headlights. So if you sit them next to each other, you can really see, obviously this is a black housing headlight with a clear reflector. This one is a smoked headlight, and at night these are pretty difficult to see. We need to put the headlight bulb into this one before we put it in here. There's a little pin in here. Push down, it lifts up and over, and the bulb lifts out. Same mechanism. Gonna lift that up. Okay, now we've got our light sitting in there. Push this down, and lock. Now it's locked into position. It's not going anywhere. And now, okay, now before we put our headlight in, we're going to put our corner bulb in. One for the headlight itself. Well, that's plugged in. There's a little point here in the fender. It's going to catch the headlight. And that should kind of hold it where it needs to go. Put a little screw in here just to hold it. Or a bolt, I'm sorry, not a screw, a bolt. So we're already looking much better. Honestly, you might be thinking, why would you even swap these headlights? But the reason why I really swapped these headlights was at night, the visibility was pretty bad. You could see pretty well, but as soon as other people were on the road at night, it really kind of makes it difficult to see. If I was on the road by myself at night, the headlights were enough, but hopefully this will give me enough. You could probably honestly just use HIDs with these headlights and you'd be fine, but I just really wanted a different look. Okay, now, bolt here on the front. In there. And of course, this one here. Boy, I tell you what, gonna be JDM right here now. Gotta get these things in here, we gotta get them tight now. We gotta get the headlights kind of lined up, but this one you can kind of go ahead and tighten, make sure it's back because it attaches to the fender. 1, 2, and 3 are really gonna help line it up. We also have to put this piece back on here for the bumper. So before I tighten all these bolts up, I'm gonna put that on. Because this thing actually gets adjusted, if you're just taking it off to do headlights, what you can do is kind of go and you'll see marks of where the old washer went up against it. So that's what I'm gonna do, is just line that up. And it should go back the way it should. Now, I'm doing the same thing on this adjustment. I'm just lining it up where it used to be. And you can see a little mark. And, seems to line up pretty good. Just gonna tighten these down for now. Then we're gonna get our other one on and then put the bumper on and see how she fits. Okay, now a quick little note is make sure that you go ahead and plug in the headlight light bulb before you put the headlight in, so you don't get the headlight plug trapped underneath the headlight. I'm having to undo it and take the headlight all out just to get the plug out. So here we have our second headlight in. And now we're ready to put the bumper on. Let's see how everything lines up. Okay. Put the bumper hooked up underneath the headlight here. See how the screw goes there. On this side. Make sure it goes there. Looks pretty good. So now we can take these little pins, fit it in there. Boom. There you go. Now we can put our grill in. We got a grill in. Now we got to put the screw in on this side and on that side on the two 10mm bolts underneath. Just finishing up putting the screw in on this side. I already did the other side. It also helps to turn the wheel in so you can get to it. Wow, looks a lot better already. I really like this look better. Now double check to make sure my lights work. The lights all work. Awesome. Well, that's it for today on Project EK Civic, putting these new headlights in. Stay tuned because we got a lot more stuff to do on this. We got rims and tires, lots of other stuff coming up for it. So stay tuned. Hope you guys liked it. The old headlights will be going on eBay. So if you want them, they'll be up there soon. So stay tuned, everybody. Peace.